What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of the Hella Average Gamescast. I'm your co-host Cam, alongside, as always, Carmen. Buddy, what's going on?
Man, just getting home, just sifting through the news. Glad to have you back. You know, you went to the beach, you left us.
Oh, did y'all miss me?
Fuck no.
Okay, well, I'm just going to leave now. Y'all got the rest of this. I'm out.
All right, fill up my coffee cup before you leave, bitch.
All right, not only do we have Carmen with us, but we've got intern Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy?
I refuse to speak to you until that sandwich is on my desk.
Y'all were ragging me last week. I couldn't even defend myself.
That's what you get for leaving.
Terrible.
That's what happens, son. You got to be ready.
Man, I missed you guys last week. I had a good time on vacation. I really needed it, but, you know, I was there and I was editing the podcast, and I was like, God, I need to jump in this conversation. So,
Jeremy, I can picture him now, like, pausing it and being like, this is what I want to say, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
All right, press play.
Right back in that bitch. So let's kick it off, guys. Jeremy, tell me what you've been playing.
I've been playing a lot more of the Final Fantasy IX remake, or re-release, whatever. I'm pretty much at the end now. I'm getting ultimate weapons, finishing up side quests, and I just gotta do the last dungeon.
Damn, you're on the last dungeon already, huh?
I've had all week off, and that's almost all I've been playing, just blasting through it. And,
how many hours do you think you got into it right now?
About 40.
Damn.
Yeah, that's with grinding too.
That's awesome. Now, how means it still? Are you loving it? Holding up well?
I'm loving it more than the first time I played it.
That's awesome.
I gotta say, this probably has the second best story in the entire series.
What do you think the first is? Is your game 6?
Yep, that's always gonna be my top.
That's
every aspect. But man, this story is so damn good in this one.
Now you sent us a text earlier, and you said you beat the big boss, huh?
No, I didn't beat. Oh, I beat the optional super boss Ozma, which I was never able to do back on the original PlayStation, even at level 99. Ultimate weapons, ultimate armor. I go into this, I'm about level 80 average, and I'm just seeing if he's as hard as I remember it, and right off the bat, he just starts kicking the shit out of me, hits me with every status element in the book. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fucked. And I'm just resign myself to die, I'm just gonna let him kill me, and then just through absolute fucking miracle of nature, my characters just are confused, and they just start attacking him and doing insane damage, and then he ends up casting Doomsday, the most powerful spell in the game, which hits everyone for max damage, and he ends up missing my only character and killing himself.
Oh, wow. So it was a little bit of luck added in with that?
It was 100% luck. I literally did nothing.
It doesn't matter, though. I bet you still felt good. Did you get up and you start breathing hard, and you're like, oh, yeah!
No, I sat there like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, okay.
I was
so
like,
that kind of reaction.
The RNG has shined its light on you, brother.
Like, I got the trophy. That's all that matters.
That is awesome. So you think you're going to beat that before you go back to work?
Yeah, I got tomorrow off. That's my last day, and I can easily beat that in just maybe another hour.
There you go. That's cool. Anything else taking your attention right now?
I've been playing a little bit more Metroid, too.
I knew you would be. You would be. How's it going?
Yes. It's going quite well.
Are you as deep into that as are you pretty much done with it, or what's going on?
I got about 10 Metroids left.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
not too bad.
Getting towards the end.
Is it a good ride, good journey so far?
Oh, definitely. It's one of those, though, where once I'm done, I probably won't come back to it for a while. But I'll definitely come back to it someday.
So is that just you, or do you think it just doesn't have a lot of replayability in general?
Oh, it has replayability. There's harder modes and all that stuff. But when you play it, I've been playing that on my 3DS nonstop since I got it. And you just want to try something else after a while.
Oh, yeah. I got you. All right, Carmen.
What's up, man?
What you been playing, man? Tell me about it.
Man, I played quite a bit of games. So, I played most of the SNES Classics library, even just for like a few minutes, just to, get a little nostalgia blast. I unlocked Star Fox 2, played that for like a minute. I just wasn't feeling it, so hopped off, jumped on Resogun, played some Rocket League, and then you know what I've been playing, dog.
I know. I was just waiting to hear it. I was just like, all these games, I'm like, yeah, they probably played that for 5 minutes, probably played that for 10 minutes.
And then, I deleted Destiny 2.
Just got fed up with it, and you said, fuck it, right?
Yeah, fuck that. No, man, I've been playing the fuck out of Destiny still. But I'm trying to mix it up so I don't get burnt out.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I've been playing the fuck out of it. It's still
I've had a successful weekend, so, in there.
I think somebody finished the raid, didn't they?
Yeah, I think you did too.
Dude, I was the first motherfucker.
Hey, don't matter, Brody. Don't even
we
matter.
both finished the
After you
raid
beat
this
it.
week, man. God.
Yeah, it was pretty hype. I got fucked like 3 times though. Had him all the way burnt down. You know, you got to hit his final shield. We're wailing on him. All I see is immune, 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 immune. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? All of a sudden, flash, boom, dead. That happened twice.
God, that sucks. That's the worst part about Destiny is when it glitches, man, it fucks you. And it makes you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah, and then we had a few times where they brought the shield down, but it didn't bring us back out. It didn't, it just wiped us again. But, a few diligent tries, and we put Callus in his place.
So we got Reset today, so I know we're going to be playing that a lot this week, too. It's just such an addicting game. You're maxed out now, 305, aren't you?
Yeah, boy, 305.
I'm at 297.
Fucking scrub.
Yeah, I'm in no rush. I'm working on second character and still enjoying it. I mean, I am in a rush. I want to get there, but at this point, there's not going to be a whole lot of difference between 300 and 305, So I'm going to start working on characters.
It makes a difference.
You playing anything else of note? You just went straight down that Destiny rabbit hole again?
I've just been on that rabbit hole. I beat half of Mega Man X on the SNES Classic, and then I was like, I'll take a break, come back.
How's that thing working for you?
Fuck, man, it's nice. The controller feels so good. Everything about it feels good.
We'll talk a little bit more about that later in our SNES story. This is a pretty cool one. I've been playing shit ton of Destiny. I came home. I played a little bit over the beach when I was at the beach. I played Reset on Destiny, and then we tried the raid for a little bit, and I rolled out. So then I came home and played a little bit more, and we got through all the raid except for Callus. Couldn't beat Callus. And I was like, well, fuck, I got to go. And then I jumped back in yesterday right after work, so it was about 5:45, and before 7 o'clock rolled around, I had the raid done. Man, that felt good.
Yeah, you told me you were super hyped, but when I beat it, I just sat there and just it was like a sigh of relief for me. Finally, I did it. I didn't even get excited. My heart didn't start pounding. I was just like, yes.
Fuck that. I was hype. I was yelling. And I knew how to run this raid. I've done it so much, but I never got through it. So the group I went in, they're like, no scrubs. We're not trying to carry. So I was just like, well, fuck it. I'm going in with them. Joined this group, and they're like, all right, Mouse Cut, what do you know how to do? And I'm like, all right, well, I know the Shadow Realm. I'm going in middle. And it ran smooth. It just had some, little fuck-ups here and there. But finally, I had to, control my hypeness because I didn't want them to know that I was some noob they were carrying through. But I stood up, and I was
mute your microphone and start.
Yeah, I stood up. I was like, woo, woo. And, Michelle's in the kitchen cooking, and, did you beat it? Did you beat it? And I was like, fuck yeah, finally.
Yeah, now that I've done it, it's, super simple. It was simple to begin with. It's just hard to execute it.
Now we got to do it every week. We got to have raid night. But
I'll probably end up trying to do it tonight.
I'm not doing it now. I got work at 4 in. But without further ado, I downloaded this little indie game. I saw it on the Xbox. I didn't know a whole lot about it. It was a 2D cartoon style shooter. And so I was like, man, I might try this out. It's a little game called Cuphead. And let me tell you something. This game is fucking phenomenal. The hype you heard about it is the truth. This game is fucking amazing. The art style is it just reels you in. The music is one of the best things about it. But let me tell you, it has got to be one of the hardest games I've played in years. It is ruthless. I'm only on the third boss, halfway through the first world. It's crazy. So if you got an Xbox, you got to buy this fucking game.
So how are the mechanics? How's it play? Tell me.
All right, so it starts out like this. You go into a casino, the Devil's Casino, and you're rolling dice, and you're on a roll, and the devil comes in, and he's like, hey, roll this dice, and if you win, you get everything in my casino, but if you lose, I take your souls. So, of course, Cuphead gets overzealous. They roll the dice. Snake eyes. Bam. So the devil tries to go take their soul. They're like, please, please, don't take my soul, devil. So the devil's like, okay, if you go collect all the souls of people who owes me, or who owes me their soul, I might let you off the hook. So the whole point of this game is you're going and you're fighting bosses to get their contracts, their souls. Now throughout the levels, I've done a couple. There's like run and gun stages. This is where you're actually kind of running through. There's a little bit of platforming and you're shooting. It's like Mega Man. You're shooting 8-way shooting or whatever. There's a charge up like super attack that does a giant blast. But the majority of the game is it's just a boss fight. It's you and a boss on the screen, and each boss has different mechanics. You got 3 hits, 3 hearts. When those 3 hearts are gone, you're dead. There's no checkpoints in the boss fights. And at the end, it shows you a graphic of how far you got. And you can get all the way to the end. If you die, you start right back from the beginning.
Yo, that is cold-blooded.
Dog, this game is it's ruthless. It'll have you cussing within the first 10 seconds.
Did you see where this guy beat
crazy.
it without taking any damage?
Of course.
Yeah, but it was I saw that, but then in the comments or something, they said he was using a cheat code.
Oh, but there's always gonna be there's always gonna be someone out there who can do that shit.
Yeah.
There's people who can beat Mike Tyson in Punch-Out without even looking at the TV.
I'm just wondering, how you felt about it. You say it's super hard, and then we got this addict, I guess, pro, whatever you want to call him, just crushing it. 28 bosses, no damage.
Man, if they're not cheating, and it's possible for somebody to do that, then I feel like that they're like a superhuman. I can't. Once you see this game, especially once you get your hands on this game, I don't know how it's possible.
How do you kill that which has no life?
I mean, maybe he picked it up, played a shit ton of it, and then memorized everything and went back. And that particular run, he just didn't get hit. But I just don't find that.
So,
dude, this game sometimes it's like bullet hell. Like it's ridiculous.
Okay, but like, how's the RNG? Like, say you fight the boss 3 times, how does he react? Is it pretty similar every time, or do you see a lot of variations?
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's not that they switch it up on you. It's just that the boss battle's fucking hard. Now, the way it works is there's 2 modes. There's simple, and then there's regular. So in simple, it's like easy mode. You go in there, and it shows you the boss mechanics, right? And it's a lot easier to beat. So, in order to get to the next world, you have to have all the contracts on regular, which is the normal mode, which is really fucking hard mode. But all the stuff they show you in simple, and then some, cranked up to 100, is the regular boss fight. So, if they did 8 different phases in simple, they're probably going to do 15 different phases in regular. So, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds a bit excessive to ramp it up that hard, but people enjoy the challenge.
That's the appeal, is the challenge. You got this big band music, which is amazing to hear, and then the art style just hooks you. I love it. I've not seen anything like it. It's a 1930s cartoon, and it plays. You're Mega Man for all intents and purposes.
So I think it's safe to say, Cam, that this game is your cup of tea.
Absolutely, I like that. This is my cup of tea.
Yes. So
I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. I'm definitely gonna beat it. My Xbox is in my bedroom, and I do most of my gaming out in the living room on PlayStation. So I don't know. I'm just gonna spend some more time in my bedroom or bring my Xbox out. I'm not sure yet. So I'm just gonna pluck away at it. I'm in no rush to beat it, but when I get done, I'm definitely gonna give a review on it on the website, and you'll be hearing me talk about it for the next few weeks.
Nice. So I've already got a headline for your review. Already a better shooter than Destiny.
Oh, here we go again, Jeremy.
Better graphics, better music, better story, better shooting mechanics.
I don't know about better music.
Fun.
I don't know about better music.
The soundtrack in Destiny is pretty
I
sick.
fucking sing the shit out of the soundtrack in Destiny when we're hanging out. Please don't ever do that again.
All right. Is that all you've been playing, guys?
That's it.
Well, I think it's about time to move on to new releases. All right, so we don't have a whole lot of new releases this week at all. There's one of note, which is the amazing racing game for the Xbox, Forza 7. And obviously that's getting stellar reviews across the board and, just killing it.
Yeah, that game that's everybody's wheelhouse these days is their racing game. They pull out all the stops.
Yeah, we talked about it before. This is where they show off their graphics. They show off the power of their consoles. Like, this is how they do it. This is the genre they use.
Yeah, but they don't get to ride this glory very long.
No, I mean, they don't know.
The Forza killer is coming if it's done right.
I'm hearing, though, like, Forza could be the best racing game ever made. I listen to Gamertag Radio, which is one of the big podcasts I listen to, and one other one. I can't remember exactly what the other one was, but they were both. Gamertag definitely said that this could be the best racer ever made. So, that's just an opinion. That is a lofty claim, but
I mean, they've stood the test of time. 7 games is nothing to bat your eyes at.
No, not at all.
So it's a good racing game. It's very good, but I don't think it's a Gran Turismo.
I wish I could speak with more authority because I'm just never been into Forza or Gran Turismo. I'm more into the arcade racers, But so I don't know, and I won't ever really have that big of an opinion because I'm not going to buy this game. So everything I know about it will be videos or people talking about it secondhand, So we'll see. I'm glad the game. Obviously, I don't think anybody doubted this game was going to get 9s across the board or whatever it is. So,
I mean, it's kind of hard to fuck up with that level of design. It's really hard to fuck it up.
Plus, you got all these sponsors like Porsche. Like at E3, they literally unveiled the new Porsche at Microsoft's press conference. Redonkulous. That's crazy. But other than that, I didn't see anything. Did y'all see anything of note?
No, it's an overall slow week on all fronts with the video games.
Yeah, it's trickling out. I'll have them posted on the website, so if you hear this and want to head over to www.hellaaveragegaming.com, under the news tab, I'll have it posted up. I missed a couple weeks ago, so I got to, I'm trying to get back on that and be a champion here. So go check that out. I know I'm slacking sometimes, man. My birthday came up, then vacation. Shit just happens.
Gotta enjoy yourself, man. It doesn't have to be all work all the time.
No,
I like when you're hella average.
I am hella average. But if we get this Patreon going, we could do this full time. Hint, hint. You could have all the news you ever wanted every single day. Hint, hint. Just saying.
Gonna need a lot of patrons. I'll take one for starters. Come on, guys. Patreon.com/hella.
All we need is just one big patron who's very generous and gives us a couple $100,000 a month.
I know Jeremy's he's down to do some strange shit for a little bit of money, so.
That's right. And I mean, I did do all the graphics and stuff. I'm not above doing any kind of odd fan art, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh shit! There you go. There you have it.
No questions asked.
So yeah, check that out. That's about it for new releases. Which is a good thing because there's a whole lot of good fucking games out right now that you need to go play. So let's move on to video game news. We do have a few topics here. I'm really excited about some of them. Some of them are mind-boggling, and then some are just, you kind of saw it coming. But let's start out with this Red Dead trailer. They dropped the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, and I watched it twice. And, it looks good. And I think Jeremy said it before he started recording. This is Grand Theft Auto with horses.
Always has been.
So this is going to be basically the scale of Grand Theft Auto 5, or bigger, in the Wild West. If you're like me, who loves cowboys and used to watch westerns growing up, dude, I'm fucking stoked for this game.
Red Dead is super popular. People have been waiting for this forever, obviously. It's been a while. I just don't think Rockstar fucks up. Not in this time, not in this era of their gaming. Like, they just don't fuck up. This game's going to be a super hit.
I agree. I mean, obviously it's going to be critically received. I'm anxious to see what it is. Are they going to bring in the multiplayer element? You know how popular GTA 5 Online is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they will.
I'm definitely sure they will.
But I hope that the campaign itself is just as in depth. I mean, they're known for fun ass campaigns. Sometimes they can get a little repetitive. But what game doesn't at some points?
Is it coming out this year or next year?
No, I think it's slated for next year.
Okay, I guarantee that'll be like a Game of the Year contender.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. And I don't have the obviously the whole lineup for next year, but I don't know if there's a whole lot that's going to be knocking the doors down. We had a really good year this year.
Oh, we had an amazing year this year.
So I don't know if next year is going to even compare, but we'll see. Don't knock it off yet. God of War still coming.
Oh, that might slaughter the competition right there.
June 2018 is when it's slated to release. So that's pretty exciting. And like I said, I'm excited. I've heard some mixed reactions. A lot of people have said that it didn't excite them. So we'll see. But moving on. Carmen, one of his favorite parts of Overwatch is the Halloween. The Halloween stuff they do. It's really cool. We'll get a lot of cool-ass skins and stuff like that. So Carmen's really excited about this. But they're definitely doing it again. Has it started already?
No, it starts next week, and then it'll probably run right past Halloween. So the game mode is super fun if they bring back that. It was like Junkrat's Terror or something. I can't remember the exact name. But you had to fight, it was PvE, so you fought some bosses and stuff. It was super cool, and then like the skins are good. So this is going to be a reason for me to drop Overwatch back in the console, update it, and get ready to rock and roll on it for a little while. Put a little grind time in that.
I don't know. We'll see. I might go back to Overwatch for a little bit. I'll have to think about it.
I don't have to think about it. It'll be a good break from Destiny. I play it on my off days.
There's never an off day on Destiny, Carmen.
Bullshit.
Jeremy, you go buy Overwatch and play this? Shit.
Come on.
One day. One day.
Just can't do those competitive shooters.
Overwatch is really, really good when it comes to holidays. They always run these cool-ass events. You get skins and, special stuff for that event. And they always add some kind of fun mode. Like, Blizzard knows what they're doing. They are a Class A company. Like, they know how to please their fans. They know they are definitely the kings of longevity. Look at World of Warcraft.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. They really only have like 3 or 4 games to their name, and they're all still going today.
Yeah, look at Diablo. Still going.
Diablo,
strong.
Warcraft, StarCraft, Overwatch. They don't make a lot, but they make games that last.
Yeah, so it's exciting. I'm really excited. Will I play it as much as I played last year? No. Why is that? Because Destiny 2 didn't exist last year. So, I'll be on it, though. I'm going to try to get whatever Reaper's skin is. Reaper always has the coolest skin.
Yeah, they really hook him up.
My favorite one last year, I got Roadhogs.
R.I.P. Roadhog.
R.I.P. Roadhog. Fix that meta, Blizzard. Fix that meta.
Just give us what we want. Fuck you guys and that meta.
Okay, here we go. The Big Daddy. The SNES Classic dropped.
Yeah, I heard you boys didn't get one.
Well.
Maybe,
because
maybe
of
not.
Friends like you, our one and only Carmen stood in line at Walmart and got me and Jeremy both one. Man, what kind? Who does that? The best friend does that.
The best of friends.
So that's just basically saying that our friends are cooler than your friends. So booyah.
Yeah, I showed up at like 8. I showed up late. There was somebody that was there since 5 p.m. So like I got there at 8. They were the only 2 people in line. I was like, "Is this your line?" They were like, "Yeah." So around 11:30, because I knew I was guaranteed one. Around 11:30, I talked to the guy. His name was Chris, I think, if I remember correctly. I was like, "Chris, what's it going to take for me to get 2?" He was like, "Well, if we have any extras, same rule that we did last year on the NES Classic. You get back in line. If we have them, we'll sell it to you." I fucking bought the first one, jumped right back in line. When I was checking out, 2 other people walked up that had already bought theirs, and they were looking to get another one, and your boy snagged the last one.
Oh, boom, baby. And I hate to tell you, Jeremy, I was getting that first one. If he didn't get the second one, you was going to be shit out of luck.
Well, hey, I already got me an SNES with about 50 games, so.
Yeah, you do.
But man,
I'll let you come over and play it.
It looks so fucking nice. Like, it's so compact and so small. The only thing that kind of bummed me out was the controller port. It's the same one that they use for the NES Classic. So it's like that. It's like a weird port. So, what I was looking for was that old SNES, plug-in. And I wish they kind of would have just put like a molding over it and let you plug it in that way. I think it would have looked a lot cooler that way. Then, like, you pull a flap down, basically, to plug your controllers in.
How long? Now, are the cords longer than the NES? Because I know that was a big complaint on the first one.
Yeah, the cords are definitely much longer. After we get done, I'll take a picture. I'll stretch them out on the floor so you can see them.
But I heard I think the NES ones were 3 feet. I think these are 5 feet.
Yeah. I sent you guys a picture of it, like, completely stretched out, and I was sitting in my chair. It's kind of hard to tell perspective, but I was pushed way back off my TV.
Well, I already ordered extender cables, so...
This man's trying to play in his kitchen.
He's trying to play anywhere in his house he can play this motherfucker.
Well, that thing's not going to sit on top of my my mantle and reach all the way to my couch with the standard cords.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. For those of you who wonder, we don't have it yet. Carmen's going to bring it down to us. We actually might want to segue and we'll tell him later. It'll be something cool. But anyway, Carmen's going to bring it down next time he comes to see us. So
coming soon.
When I get my hands on it, we'll definitely be trying that bad boy out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how excited you guys are. You guys are going to be like little kids in candy stores.
It's gonna be like Christmas.
You guys want me to get my wife to wrap them?
No, hell no.
You want to tear into
just
that
bring that bitch on.
Like, what is this shit?
And I'll be sure to bring my Playing with Superpower book, which is super cool. It gives you some history on a few of the games that are on there. And
I hope it's better than mine.
Oh, yeah. This thing is like 300 fucking pages of knowledge.
Yeah, mine, I have one too, but it's nowhere near as good as the one for the NES. There's not even any strategy guides in it. It's just history on the game, which is good, but I want like some fucking tips and tricks and maps and shit.
Yeah, they interviewed like some speedrunners for some of the games and all kinds of stuff. Prima put this book together.
Does yours cover all the games? Because mine only covers the first party titles.
Mine only covers, I think, 9 games.
Yeah, see, mine was about the same. I was disappointed. Not to mention the first 24 pages were upside down. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Jeremy, you got shafted, man.
I did.
Nobody bought one of these books the whole time we were in line. So when I bought the last SNES, I said, let me get one of them books too.
How much was the book?
$20.
And it just was like promo. Like, was it part of the sale for the SNES?
It's just another product that they were dropping at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, the guy was willing to let me look at the book before they even started selling the SNESs.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I don't want it. Because I was like, I'm not going to buy it. But then after I saw nobody buy it, I was like, fuck it. What's $20?
It's sitting all there alone
Thanks,
on the
Chris.
shelf.
Shout out to Chris at the Hope Mills Walmart electronics section. You're the man.
Let's go.
You're a cool guy, Chris.
So yeah, thanks again, Carmen. You know, I told you I'll send you a text whenever you want your blowy, cash it in.
Boom.
That's a good friend right there. You know what though? You know what I'd really like to do is figure out how to stream that SNES classic.
Hey, don't do that now. Nintendo will shut you down.
Well, will they now?
Yes.
Got a feeling we're opening up the Nintendo corner.
They don't have to. Nintendo.
It's dusty in here, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it smells like balls in here. So Nintendo announced that they're no longer allowing live streams of their games.
Not for monetization.
So if you're on YouTube and you get paid from the ads or whatever, if you're a Twitch partner that's getting paid, you cannot live stream Nintendo games.
Man,
what is this?
Nintendo hates fun. They really do.
I don't understand the thought process behind it.
I don't get it either. It's like it's one reason now not to buy a Switch. For anybody who was, a big-time streamer with this, that just totally fucked them. You totally just shit on them.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Why? The real question is why, and how does Nintendo gain from stopping people from streaming?
Like I said, man, this is just Nintendo getting back in their tyrannical rule again. They're getting too big for the britches. Why do they hate free money so fucking much? I don't understand this. It's nothing but free advertisement. I've actually bought games that I watched people either live streaming or just playing. I was like, man, that looks fun as shit. I want to play it too.
So I looked into it, and this is just like a cursory, I'm on an article, so I'm doing some cursory research. But what happened was Nintendo had already established what was called the Nintendo Creators Program. So what that was is video creators would give up to 70% of the ad revenue featuring Nintendo games.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's a mafia shakedown.
Right. So obviously they're already on rocky ground there. Streamers were pissed off, so now the actual wording is that Nintendo's no longer allowing live stream gameplay on YouTube Live because it's not in line with the Nintendo Creators Program.
And Twitch is?
So this one's not talking about Twitch. This article is talking about YouTube Live. So I think this is focusing more on YouTube. But I'm sure it can spill over into Twitch. I mean, I don't think it really matters at that point. But
I can understand pulling out of YouTube, because for the very reason that you could be playing or watching a video for Mario, and I think that Google has done better about this with YouTube, is that you could be playing Mario, watching a Mario video, and then get a condom advertisement. And that rubs people the wrong way.
But that could... there's a pun intended right there.
So, you get that.
But that could be for anything. That could be for any video.
Yeah, but you won't get that on Twitch. Or you won't get that on Mixer.
You mean just... Oh, you're talking about YouTube in general.
Yeah, I'm talking about YouTube in general. So,
okay, yeah, you're right.
If your console is aimed at younger kids, which the Nintendo is, it's for... It has an audience of adults, but, I mean, they cater to children.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want your kid to be watching Mario Maker and then see a Durex commercial at 7 years old?
I appreciate, absolutely you being the devil's advocate here. But I think just Nintendo fails to understand that people are streaming their content because it's what their viewers want, which means in turn that people want Nintendo.
Exactly.
And now Nintendo's taken that away,
And how far back does it apply to? Does it apply to every Nintendo console that ever existed?
Yeah, I think that's what they mean. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. No Nintendo product.
See, this is once again, this is disconnect. But I guarantee you, this wasn't Nintendo America, this is Nintendo Japan, who are sitting up in their ivory palace over there in Tokyo and just like, nope, we don't want to be a part of the future. No more live streaming.
Yeah, but I mean, most of my favorite streamers play Nintendo games.
I agree. Most of the channels I watch, one of my favorite YouTubers is Pat the NES Punk, and all he talks about is NES games. And,
how does that affect Let's Plays or like a video in retrospect?
I think you can still do Let's Plays as long as they're not live streamed. But if you're part of that god awful, mafia-esque partnership program where you give them, part of your cash. But I do know this is gonna fuck with, again, that Pat the NES Punk. Every year, he and his buddy Ian do a 24-hour live stream of NES games for charity. That's definitely gonna fuck with him because he only does it on YouTube.
That's gonna fuck with GDQ all the way around.
That just means, you got Mixer out now, which is quickly becoming a huge streaming option. You got Twitch, so there's going to be something's going to take place. They'll move their streams, elsewhere. Maybe YouTube will just be for channels who do Let's Plays or stuff like that. It's shitty that it has to happen that way, but at least there are other outlets.
It's fucking stupid all over though.
Yeah,
Nintendo just has to realize that we want what they're given.
Exactly.
But we don't want to have to take it in the ass every month from them just to,
they've made enough money. They've made enough money. They're saying, you know what? We'll just start fucking with people. And when the fucking system fails because nobody wants to deal with their shit, then that's it. It'll just be another notch in the Nintendo corner. It's just, one more thing for them.
This is what I've been saying. This is why I love Nintendo products. I love Nintendo games, but I hate Nintendo as a company. Because with PlayStation, with Xbox, you're playing the games your way. With Nintendo, you have to play the games their way. They say you have to stand on one leg and bark like a dog while playing Mario Odyssey. You better goddamn well do it, because you can't play it otherwise.
That's right. So Nintendo, I got a suggestion. Instead of making Reggie Fils-Aimé over Nintendo of America, put Reggie over all of Nintendo.
I agree.
And it'll fix your problem.
I agree.
Oh, man. Nintendo of America does it right. And, that's kind of like the little brother who can't stand up to the big brother even though he wants to, Like, Nintendo of America wants to be like, hey, Americans don't want this. Like, they're a whole different culture there. But Nintendo, Nintendo proper is like, no. This is what they want. So this is what they want.
I see it more like, the grandkids are wheeling around their, grandpa who's just like from another time period. He's sitting there just, calling people racial slurs and shit. And they're just like, we're so sorry. He just doesn't know better, but we can't do anything about it. We're so sorry.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But, Nintendo's doing a lot of stuff better, and then here you go again. So
Yeah, but
they'll be
to
out of
think
the
about
corner
it,
in a
it's
little
like they really have taken 5 steps forward and only 1 step back. So they're still doing pretty good. They're still net positive in my eyes.
while. Oh yeah, they are. They're doing the right thing.
But
right
they're
now.
being assholes.
They're taking 5 steps forward, but they're taking a leap back, in my opinion. It's minimal gains.
assholes.
It just doesn't do anything for them. They're just going to try to force people into this fucking creators program and muscle them out of money.
Well, they ain't getting shit from me because I'm not streaming their shit. So, okay, moving on. We've got the new free games for this month. They are out. They are live. So let's give them the rundown. For PlayStation, you've got the Amnesia Collection, which is a collection of 3 extremely well done horror titles. Sounds to me like if you are any type of a horror fan, you need to pick this up.
I'm a fan of horrors.
There you go. So pick it up.
Yeah.
And you can get 3 of them.
For the price
free.
of 1.
Yeah.
3 for the price of none, son.
Exactly.
Ooh.
We're also getting Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain
That's
for
phenomenal.
PlayStation 4.
That's fucking
That's
crazy.
That is.
Big title. Thank you, Konami. This, of course, is Hideo Kojima's last Metal Gear game.
And in my opinion, the last Metal Gear game.
Yeah. So, you'd need to have this in your library. I can't wait to get it. For whatever, I just passed the game up and didn't play it, and now I got it for free. So
I've got it sitting on my shelf. I've yet to play it though.
you got it last Christmas, didn't you?
No, I got it when it came out. That was like 2 Christmases ago.
That's right.
It's been like 2 years.
Still has the cellophane on it.
No,
That's
I opened it
crazy.
up. I opened it up and installed it, and then I never played it.
Damn, Jeremy.
I know.
So
I
for
get distracted.
PS3, you've got Hustle Kings and Monster Jam Battlegrounds. So I don't know either one of those games. I don't even have a PS3 anymore.
I've got mine, but they don't sound familiar at all.
I don't plan on
No,
plugging
no.
mine in.
No, I'm not good. Now the Vita, it's got some cross-play with the PS4 and PS3 titles. Hue is going to be on the PS4 and the Vita. I'm not sure about that one. And then Skyforce Anniversary is going to be on all 3, the Vita, the PS3, and the PS4. So look, you got a solid lineup with Sony. Bunch of good games, free games. Go pick them up. You'll be happy. I've said it before. If you don't, 10 years from now, you'd be like, man, I really should have picked those fucking games up.
Yeah, it's a colossal lineup. They're fucking pulling out all the stops in October.
And then there's Xbox. Not doing so hot on that front, Xbox. They definitely got overshadowed this month. But you can get Gone Home and Rayman 3. Rayman 3 is an Xbox 360 title, but they do backwards compatibility, so you can get it on the Xbox One.
It's not a bad lineup, though, for them. It's not terrible.
Gone Home's not a terrible game. It's just an indie, an indie title.
Yeah, it's not a fucking Metal Gear Solid, neither one of them. But, Rayman is solid, and Gone Home, I really enjoyed Gone Home, so.
To me, it's 1.5 games.
Yeah, you're right. You also get the Turning Test later in the month, which will be the 5th to 16th through the end of the month. And then Medal of Honor Airborne.
They still make Medal of Honor games?
Yeah, apparently. This is a...
Is this an original
360.
Xbox title?
Yes, it's a 360 title, which cross-play or backwards compatibility you can play on the Xbox One.
Have fun.
And then the Oxenfree, which was the September game. I don't know if it was extended or if it was just made like this, but it goes out October 15th. So if you haven't picked up Oxenfree and you're interested or looking at it, go ahead and pick it up because it's still there till October 15th. But that's it. Xbox definitely got a little overshadowed, a little outdone here. So
They got creamed, in my opinion.
yeah, Jeremy's a little bit more. I'm like, they got a little outdone. Jeremy's like, they're fucking pussies.
I think they got smashed. Let's
got
be
wrecked,
honest.
son.
They did. All right.
Sony could have
Let's
said,
be honest.
yeah, the PlayStation Plus lineup could have just been Metal Gear Solid 5, and they would have been like, you know what? We're not giving you anything on the PS3 this month, and we're not giving you anything on the Vita, but we're going to give you Metal Gear Solid 5, and they still win.
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree.
So go get those games. Free games. You can't beat them. They released, we talked about it a few weeks ago, the DLC characters for Injustice. You had Black Manta, Raiden, Hellboy. Well, Raiden's been released.
Raiden's being released this week.
Yep. So he'll be playable. And I think he has he's got a skin with him, and I don't know if it's God. I can't remember what the skin was, but he's got a special skin being released with him too that looked pretty cool. Black Lightning. He's got a Black Lightning skin.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty
So
cool.
that looks pretty cool. Yeah.
I was hoping he was going to be have a Thor skin.
Now that would be neat too, but I don't think that. I don't know if they've got the moolah to give Marvel or Disney for a damn Thor.
Dude,
right.
I would fucking love an Injustice style Marvel versus DC game.
Oh man, they need to do a Marvel DC game.
God,
Good God,
that'd be so fucking epic.
oh, that kind of just got my dick hard. Definitely a little chubby. So that's cool. Go pick him up if you got the game. I don't have it yet. Me and Jeremy and Carmen, we're kind of waiting for that, Game of the Year, Ultimate Edition, whatever you want to call it. I know one of the podcasts I listen to, Cheap Ass Gamer, one of their co-hosts plays the shit out of it. He loves it, and he's playing the DLC character.
It looks so much fun. It looks so much fun. I just want to get it all at once.
Yeah, I do too. I loved Mortal Kombat, so this is going to be right in my alley. I love the first Injustice, so really excited. So go check that out if you got Injustice. He'll be up. I think he's up this week sometime. So by the time you hear this, more than likely you can go download him. Another thing on the docket we've got is apparently Valve purged all the fake games off Steam.
And all I can say is thank fucking God. About damn time.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know this whole Steam debacle. You can make any game you want, the shittest game in the world, call yourself a developer, and you can basically put it up on Steam. There's been a lot of, people asking for some type of monitoring, some type of, hoop to jump through. It's just not, Valve hasn't done anything, so now they're going through and they're purging all these shitty fake games.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. You definitely need to have some sort of process, because you can't just let any Dick and Harry in and just say, yeah, okay, whatever, because then you're going to end up with some stupid shit like just click your screen, or, like Flash games where it's like, a 3-second game and that's it. And then, these people are telling everybody that, they're on Steam, which should be prestigious. Like, think about the games that are on Steam. Like, almost every game goes through Steam. And you got all these fucking big titles, and then you got fucking Minesweeper fucking Junior over here.
Oh, that's being kind to these assholes.
Yeah, it's shitty, and it really makes it harder for these real developers or any developers who are trying to get their game out there who have a decent product. If Valve goes ahead and makes like super restrictive rules, then it makes it hard for these indie companies who want to put out a good product who might not have the funds to pay for a release, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, to get your seal of approval.
Yeah, so this is a good start for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they need to find a way to where they can restrict it to where only actual serious game developers are going to be able to put their stuff up, but at the same time keep it open enough that indies can come in there.
Yeah,
some people been floating around like a fee they have to pay, like, a couple $100 just to even post the game. The question is just how much and for how long.
Yeah, I think the best way to do it is like how Apple does it for apps. Like, I think you pay every year you have to pay like $100 to have a developer's license. And then you still have to submit it, and it still goes through a test. But this will prevent people from submitting, dots on a fucking screen. Dots 2.0.
So good on you, Steam. I hope they keep doing it. Keep checking these games.
Yeah, just don't make it too crazy. Like, don't make it impossible for some, guy on the come up to do it. It's like, don't make it as hard as the music industry. Like, let some people in. You just don't have to open up every door in your house.
Besides that, I don't want to go on there and see the game like Prostitutes of the Underworld 6.
Panties Strike Back.
Yeah, whatever it is. Like, you don't want to see that. You don't want your kid going on Steam and seeing just dumb shit like that. So, I'm glad they're doing stuff like this, and we kind of just beating a dead horse now, but good on them. The president of Sony is stepping down at the end of the year. Andrew House has been over Sony Interactive for 15 years or something like that. And obviously he's seen great, humongous growth with the PlayStation, with their gaming division in general. But he said he's going to see it through to the end of the year, and it's going to be time for him to kind of go on to newer projects. And, he's really cool. I've watched him on E3. I always like seeing him on stage, and it's sad, but I'm really anxious and excited to see what's next for him. I hope if he can put his touch on another company, that'd be really good,
Yeah. Sad to see him go, but, he was fantastic for the company. He really helped turn them around after the PS3 did so poorly. He's one of the driving factors in the PS4's success. I kind of wish I knew why he was leaving, but I'm sure that's just personal business and it's up to him. So I wish him well. I hope he does good wherever he goes.
Shit, all I'm thinking is that's a cushy-ass retirement. He's got stacks.
Man is loaded for life. Don't get it twisted. I hope whoever, follows in his shoes and picks up the mantle, I hope they do, you always, obviously you strive for better than, you before. So I hope he does better than what Andrew did. But, I don't want it to be fucked up. I don't want Sony to be taken over and in 3 years, Sony is all of a sudden no more.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that.
I don't either, but you never know what can happen. Maybe they come in and they say, Sony has now got to be online all the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like my nightmares.
No, that sounds like what happened if Microsoft bought them out.
That's it, guys. No news. You got anything?
I do not.
Got anything else? Anything else, guys?
No,
nothing at all.
Just super slow. Like, I'm ready for some heat. Like, I'm ready for holiday season. I think that a lot of people are going to pull out the stops there. We're going to be able to talk about some cool shit. So we need to get the time warp, get in there.
We've got about 60 days left in this year. So I see, for me at work, we got the holidays coming up and I dread that. But you know what else we've got coming up and we got to start thinking about? Our Game of the Year discussions. That episode is going to be fire. We're going to have a Game of the Year extravaganza.
I've been working on my Game of the Year list all year long.
I think we should do like a top 5 format. Because, it's going to be hard to pick one. I know how we are. So let's do a top 5 and maybe a couple runners up.
I'm down.
Everybody, every year, like all the major outlets, they do their Games of the Year. All the podcasts do it. So, we got to get in line. We got to let them know what to play, what we think's Game of the Year.
Yep, we definitely
So we'll do that big blowout.
It's just going to be hard limiting it to 5.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that, though. We'll have to limit it somewhere.
And then we'll fucking duke it out to the death.
Duke it out. Who wins? Dun, dun, dun.
And I swear to God, I better not see fucking Destiny 2 on your lists.
I can't make those promises, Jeremy. I can't make promises I can't keep.
I can lie to you.
Bunch of predictable ass bitches.
All right. Well, on that note, go check out Antiquity if you haven't checked it out yet. We'll have another one out soon. I know Jeremy is just busting at the seams with topics. So go check us out. Support us there. We've got something new and exciting coming down the pipe really soon that we'll let you know about when the time is right. And without further ado, Carmen, let them know where to find us.
Well, you can check us out on our own website, hellaaveragegaming.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We're looking for more subscribers on YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. If you feel inclined, support us on Patreon. Every $1 helps, even if it's just $1. We'd really appreciate it. You'll be able to find all the links in the description below. And on that note, stay hella average.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.